All right, hello everyone. So let's take a look at the market, see how we're going. This is Monday. All right, this is gold yesterday. Now remember, I also made a small short video explanation on price and time. Yesterday, this was price, okay, and that was the time as well. So the market pushed down, and I said we need to be careful at this next hour here. And here the market reversed on the hour, and this is again no man's land, right? Right in between levels, very tricky indeed. But the trade gave us enough. So when we got to this hour here, I did manage to just push the stops all forward, and we got stopped out, no loss. In fact, a little bit of profit, which is fine. Okay. And then the market shot up, broke above that level. So we want to go up. But on the daily, we're in a bit of a dilemma here. All right. Because the support is down here. So I want to come down a little bit before I think about buying. And that level is this PST level 51.52, which is 2018-16. All right. So that's the level. That's the first level anyway. Okay. And beyond that, the market still has room to come and retest the lows of yesterday. So what I want to do is actually buy from this zone if the market decides to come down. This zone is also good, you can see, but it's not an Astro hour yet. Okay, so the Astro hours haven't really eventuated, and there's no reason for us to change and get into a trade until we're either in this purple zone here. So let me just open this up. All right. So if the market dips back down here, then we can go up at these Astro hours. But that I'm thinking maybe, at these hours here, 8:15 to 8:45. All right. And that's just how it is. So if the market does dip down, then we can go up with a tight stop loss. We need to cover the trade on the daily. I can get rid of this now. This is from yesterday. To keep that. And then push up. Okay. And that's basically it. If we do go up on the daily, which is what I'm anticipating, okay, we should push further into 60, and that should be 2045. So that's where we should be heading. 2045 is now going to be on the radar for us, which is right there. 2045, okay, which is in this zone. And what I'm going to do now, because that's 2045 is up there, I'm going to reduce that into that zone because I want to be specific if we enter anything. Okay, and that makes sense. All right. So going up is a good option for us. If at Astro hours, coming down into this zone, the purple zone, or previous day's low, this zone between 2016 and 18, even the weekly pivot, I think, is good to go long. Let's take a look at SP 500. With SP 500, once again, I said we need to wait for a signal for the market to see it shorting. Right now, we don't have any signal, but there you go. It's like nicely pushing up again from yesterday at the Astro hours, going up into the Astro hours. Okay, this was an Astro hour. The market just sizzled into there. And then this is the Asia session. Now, how far can this still go up? Well, it is Christmas, all right? That PST gap, as you can see, is being filled in there as well as a huge divergence, as you can see. So the market will want to think about selling here. What should we keep in mind? We should keep in mind the swing days, all right? The indices swing days. So we need to keep that in mind. And those swing days should be interesting for us. Okay, so check out those days. I posted them on Monday, and during those days, if we're up there somewhere, we can look for a reversal. Okay, and that's that. So with the SP 500, I'd still wait until we get a sign of a reversal or trade it on the swing days for the indices. All right, and you know what those days are. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Here we are with the euro dollar. bit of an up move yesterday. We can still head a little bit up. 62 is 1.0972. So 1.0972 is there. This could be a nice target for us. 1.0972. All right, and the reason for that is that could also sweep. That's a nice PST. It's a good buy kiss on the daily. Let's check out the weekly. That is 62, 1.1047. We already put 1.1047 up there. So that's no dramas there. And that's your daily pivot there. So yesterday, once again, look, Astro Hours gives you enough to kind of push down and cover your trade. Okay, this is why you can see once the Astro Hours are over, the stop loss is just really tight, slightly above those highs there, the market did. And then, as you can see, it's just nice and easy. Now here, let's take a look. This is the market going sideways. So what we can do is this. If the market goes up and then comes down, we can push up into that zone. I'm going to still keep this here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to get rid of this purple zone. All right, let me just do that now. Let's do this. Get rid of that. What I'm going to do, because there's a gap here and this is the PST level, I'm going to take this into account. I'm going to take that into account. So this zone will be a kill zone for us. Okay, it'll be a target zone and a kill zone. And we've got the previous week's high here. So we're going to keep this in mind as well. But this zone is going to be, as you can see here, is going to be a sell zone. This is also a place where they might sweep out the stops. Fill in the gap also with this or this level. That's also doable. And then push in. So I'm going to just put this here as well. Let me just check. Let's just put this in there. 09, 90. There. All right. So this zone will be a kill zone for us. And these will be specific levels. So on the euro dollar, the market can push up a little bit. If we want to sell, we can. But this is a nice sell-off here, as you can see. So the market wanting to follow it down is okay. And if you take a look at the overall bigger picture here, the bigger picture is bang down, retracement. So pushing down is also on the cards here. One thing here, though, is a good push down. Might have an A, B, C up, and then sell from this level as well. So on the weekly, we've got higher highs and higher lows. Maybe market will go up there. The second option is we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is on the weekly, which could be the first wave of a starting newly trend on the weekly. So then what we will see is an A, B, C down, which shouldn't go lower than this. Okay, it shouldn't go lower than this. And then we'll see how things pan out. All right, but a nice little retracement back into here to start a new trend is on the cards over the long term. In the meantime, for intraday trading at the Astro Hours, from the lows, it's possible to push up. If I was to just put the Astro Hours in there, that's going to be 745 is there. All right, 745 and 8. Wait a minute. Yes, 745 and 15. I've got 715 here. So this zone 45, 30, 15. All right, it's not a bad spot. Actually, you could go in with a tight stop loss. Not a lot of gaps here. No gaps here at all. Actually, they filled them in yesterday. So from here, the market can push up. Also, with the swing day for the euro dollar, remember, Monday was a swing day. Market makes a low and so on. All right. So, yeah, That's the euro dollar. So going up a little bit and then the market wanting to sell from these levels is okay, in my opinion. Just need to be careful for that level, and on the weekly, that level, which is the 1047. On the monthly, do we still have room to go up? We can still head up into that zone, which is 56, which is 1133. How will you determine if it will go up there? Well, 1133 is way, way up there. But what you can do is this. 1133 is way, way up there. Okay. It will depend on the impulse wave going up. All right. So if we have a huge impulse wave going up, then obviously that's going to be the factor. Then we'll wait for the retracement to push further. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. Right here, so let's take a look at Dow Jones. Now, with the Dow Jones, we're still hanging around here, as you can see. Let's see, this is the US daily. We seemed to close lower yesterday, so this is a sign maybe. And this is looking like a bit of a, well, it's not the best indecision, but this is looking like it's slowing down a little bit. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. On the weekly, as you can see, we're way up there at the moment. And this will all have to be closed up. So we will come back all the way down here, all right, before we go any higher. But this is indicative of the market being bullish, and we need to come back down, down, down before we go up again. So we're going to have to wait for a signal. If you want to sell at an Astro hour, you can if you wait for the right signal. What does that mean? Well, it means that we're going to have to break down, which it has actually done. It's broken down the low of yesterday and closed below it. So look, it's a swing day for SP 500 tomorrow. It's a swing day for this on Thursday. It's a swing day for NASDAQ Thursday as well. So if we find ourselves somewhere up at the tops tomorrow, then we can start think about selling. Or we'll wait for a sign that the market is selling, and next week we'll sell the retracement. At the end of the day, that's how it's going to really pan out. So I wouldn't take too much risk on these. If you want to trade it, just be a bit more diligent and careful. If you're going to do intraday trading, obviously sell the highs, buy the lows, and don't muck about in no man's land. NASDAQ, well, same kind of thing here. This is NASDAQ. Let's take a look. Market continuing to go up. So no dramas there. This zone we marked in anyway. So that's that. And this is why the market's stalling here a little bit. As you can see, I can actually get rid of this and get rid of that now. Okay. And that's the high. All right. Once we start coming back, it should also, like I said, needs to come back at least back down into this zone, or down here. We should come back here in any case, because the market will want to have some kind of a discount on this and so on. No, but the trend is obviously up, so any retracement want to go up in the longer term, just need to wait for that reversal to happen. Bitcoin, there we go with Bitcoin. So sweeping everything. Like I said yesterday, the only time you can really be certain that they're going to be selling is, and that's a high probability sell, is if it breaks below this, which it hasn't. If it breaks below, closes below, then on an up move you can sell off. And that's basically it. That's still an impulse wave. The market's still going sideways. You can see it's a breakout on the triangle, which is a pennant here. So there you go. This zone again, I marked in the other day. So market just buying off the PST here and just pushing upwards. So there's still room to go up a little bit more, as you can see. So let's see. Yeah, that's the up move there. If it comes back again into the weekly, daily, then going up again might make sense because it'll fill in the gaps here. So other than that, though, and I got nothing to do here. If you are buying and holding, if you're a buyer and holder, we'll have to wait, like I said, to next year's spring. If you want to go long, like I say, it's doable because there are targets up there now with the breakout here as well, 68.71. If you want to go up into that zone, which is 44,680, 45,475, you can. Good place to buy would be this 51.50, which is 41,750 and 41,593. That 50.49 zone, 51 there. Okay, the 49 and the 51. Where are they? Here we are, 49 and 51. So these two prices are okay if it dips down to push up, and that's going to be, yeah, down here around the daily pivot and just slightly below it, because that's the manipulation there. All right, so that would be the zone. And that's it. Other than that, buying the high is not a good idea. So let it come down. And then if it does, you can go long. Other than that, no can do. Okay. Yesterday, let's see what time that marched out. That's 12:35. We didn't have anything there. For us, the important hour was 3:30, which is 2:30 on the platform. And that is your 2:30. Yep, there. And 4:30 there. So this zone is where the market, as you can see, broke out to push up. So once again, if it comes down to an astro hour, you can go up into those levels. Other than that, not much to talk about. If you get to the highs as well, because this is going up, pushing into those levels is a good option. You just need to make sure you cover your trade at the high closure here. Don't wait for the wick. If it keeps pushing up, cover the trade and then go for the rest.